Greetings, everyone. Truth will rise. Back to the new video. In the car, as usual. But what I want to get into today is talking about, it seems like with the selection and the results that transpired and everything, I've noticed that a lot of previously closeted racists are now coming out of the woodworks here, and it's like they're using they're politicizing their racism. That's how I'll coin it. That's exactly what they're doing. And those of you who've seen my videos, then you know I don't agree with these guys, definitely from an ideological standpoint and certain personal choices that may have been made to get to where they are or whatnot. But as far as having real, tangible hate, I don't hate these people. You know, I don't hate Mitt Romney or Barack Obama or you know, Pelosi or any of these guys or ladies, allegedly. But anyway, but when it comes down to saying spiteful, racist things, I have a huge problem with that. I guess considering, hey, you know what? As a Moorish man, I don't appreciate stuff like that. Okay, because in that respect, I am from the old school, and it will still get you a beat down if you say it around me. But anyway, what really, I'd read a lot of articles and whatnot, but what really kind of came to a head for me is when I saw this article from the Jezebel.com, and where it actually talks about, I'm going to give you the actual title. Don't try this at home, by the way. Racist teens forced to answer for tweets about and it's in parentheses, or quotes, excuse me, nigger president, which, you know, I think they could have just said the N-word, but they're doing it for effect and an excuse just to use it, I think. But that's another story. But anyway, the article basically is talking about high school children across the country, actually. It's basically going on these racist rants on Twitter, which is directed at Barack Obama. And they're calling him, you know, nigger and monkey, and, you know, talking about he should die, and I mean, just some really bad things. And the crazy part, when I read it, you know, the school, in some cases, I really honestly don't think they're going to do anything. You know, they've rolled out some of this standard speak. You know, we have a code of conduct and yada, yada, yada. And we expect our students to adhere to it. But they never said we're going to, you know, come down on them. And then some of them are claiming that their accounts were hacked. Others have deleted their accounts. They talked to the parents, and one of them stood out for me in that racism is not innate. It's a taught or learned behavior. Okay, you can stick children of different ethnicities in a playpen and they'll play together. It's only until someone tells one that their group is better than the other group that poisonous seed gets planted. So they were talking to one little guy, and he went on his racist rant, and they talked to his parent. I think it was his mother. And when I read it, the first thing from her response, you know, was basically something to the effect of, you know, him and his friends, they say it all the time, but you know how they've tried to desensitize people to that word by using it, you know, trying to make it seem cool, you know, but they don't mean anything by it, you know, to that effect. And when I read, I said, oh, you know what? That's a word that they all use. Everyone in that household is used on a consistent basis. Because I kept waiting for when they would talk with the parents for somebody to say, You know what? At the very least, even if you're sandbagging it, if it, you know, no one said, you know, I don't know where he picked this up from. He wasn't raised like this. He's got this out in the streets because he didn't get it from the house. And you know, this is not something we would tolerate or something to that effect. You know, some of them were actually trying to explain it away or whitewash it or whatnot. So that tells me they probably are getting it from home, is where that's coming from. And so all this heat that's coming down on them probably won't change how they are, because it's been ingrained in them probably from an early age. And you know, if it were me, you know, if that were my child, I would definitely be like I said earlier, I don't know where he got it. He didn't get it from me. This is not how we roll. But I have a feeling that you're going to see more of things like this as time goes on, because people are upset and they're politicizing the racism. They try to make it seem okay. You just saw, maybe I'll do a video on it, the gentleman that got arrested for the assassination plot and whatnot and all this stuff. And, you know, it just goes to show that racism is unfortunately still alive and very well in today's society. And, you know, all the people who think that it's a thing of the past and all of this, things like this should serve as a sobering reminder that it is not. It's just merely went a little covert, but people got angry, and in their moment of anger over the selection, their true feelings came out. You know, a lot of times anger will unfilter your feelings about an issue. So, yeah, definitely go and read this filth. You know, if you want to see what these little devils had to say. And it's just really ridiculous and sad. But this is The Truth Will Rise signing out, wishing everybody much peace, much power. I'm out.